Hello, we are Reviewer 360. We make car reviews differently. By interviewing vehicle owners, we gather useful information and insights. All the information we share through our videos, so enjoy, like, subscribe, and share. Hello, and welcome to another review from Reviewer 360. This is a review of an MG ZS 1.5 from 2024. We are here with the owner of this MG ZS 1.5 from 2024. As always, we are doing this review in the form of an interview with the owner who drives this MG every day and knows a lot about the vehicle. The first question is always, why did you choose the MG ZS 1.5 2024 over other vehicles at that price tag and in that category in 2025?
Hello, and thanks for inviting me to Reviewer 360. Your first question is a good question, so my answer is simple. I wanted a new car in the SUV category that is cheap to buy and also cheap to maintain. I am tall, 185 centimeters, and was searching for comfort in the driver's seat and also a decent cargo space because I often drive with my tools from work, so I needed a little more space. I had previously heard a lot about Chinese vehicle brands, and many of the other owners had praised them, so I decided to go to a showroom to try one out to make my choice easier. The driver's seat was good for me. I saw good cargo space. Also, passenger space was okay, but in my mind, there were doubts. What would a Chinese vehicle be like? Would it be durable? Would it perform well? Many things were going through my head, but when I went to try it out, I concluded that it was quite well made. I liked the materials and the driving characteristics, and I very easily decided on the MG ZS 1.5.
Have you tried other cars or SUVs from other Chinese brands to make some comparison?
Yes, I tried the DFSK 500. But it had less space in the driver's seat and also in the rear seats. My head was touching the roof. Also tried a few models from the Chinese manufacturer Chery. They were more expensive, and somehow the ride was noisier in the Chery than in the MG.
I'm curious why you chose a new car from the showroom with a naturally aspirated gasoline engine instead of a turbo engine in 2025 and a manual gearbox instead of an automatic.
I chose the naturally aspirated gasoline engine instead of a turbo engine because of its simplicity. As I mentioned previously, I wanted a vehicle that is cheap and simple to maintain. I drive mostly slowly and calmly, so it suits me. And as for the manual transmission, the answer is the same. Just because of the simplicity.
I know that your MG ZS 1.5 is still very new and you've owned it for around 8 or 9 months. But tell me, do you have problems, defects, and so on? How are you satisfied with it?
So far, I'm happy with everything. I haven't had any problems. I haven't had any defects. I haven't even had my first service yet. As I drive more kilometers, I'll report back. I'll write in the comments about everything that happens with my vehicle.
Right. Do not forget to write. Now tell us something about the fuel consumption, expenses of owning the car. Is it easy to travel with, cargo space, driving in town, and driving on the motorway, noise on high speed, infotainment system, etc.
In terms of fuel consumption, it's good, averaging around 7.3 to 7.6 L 100 km. So far, my overall expenses of owning the car have been low because it is new. The ride is comfortable. It doesn't tire me even on a long journey. In my opinion, the manufacturer should have added a 6th gear to the gearbox so that there would be less engine noise at higher speeds. The noise inside the cabin at speeds above 120 km per hour is higher. One reason is the lack of a 6th gear, and the other is probably the weaker sound insulation. The central screen is a touchscreen, and I have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay for phone calls, and that's great for me. A reversing camera is also a good option, and it helps a lot. I only miss front parking sensors when parking in narrow streets, but I'm getting used to it. The physical buttons on the steering wheel are a real pleasure. I am using them with ease and all the time. It would be nice if there were extra physical buttons for other commands as well.
Will you recommend the MG ZS with a 1.5-liter engine to some potential buyers?
As a vehicle, it is quite okay. We know that this MG ZS is a lower-class vehicle and the buyers certainly cannot expect from it driving characteristics like some premium vehicles, but for that money in that price range, it is great. A lot of equipment and good driving characteristics, in my opinion. I personally chose the naturally aspirated engine and manual transmission, but that was my choice. Any potential buyer who prefers an automatic transmission should take the model with a turbo engine.
Lastly, Tell us a few positive and a few negative things about the MG ZS 1.5 liter.
As a first positive, I will mention the comfort and settlement in the driver's seat. I fit in it very comfortably and easily. The second positive is the lights. LED technology that lights my road very well. Third positive is the roomy back seats, and the fact that there is enough cargo space in the trunk for a vehicle with these dimensions. For the first negative, I would say the lack of 6 gears for the manual gearbox. At a higher speed, the ride will be more enjoyable. The second negative is the sensor that is at the top of the steering wheel, which is always watching me. If I take my hands off the steering wheel or turn my head around, it beeps all the time. I know that it is for safety reasons, but for me it is annoying a lot. The third negative thing about this vehicle is the noise and acceleration at higher speeds. The slow acceleration and the increase in noise with increasing speed bother me a bit, but luckily, I'm not an aggressive driver, and I drive pretty much according to signs, so I rarely drive faster than, let's say, 120 kilometers per hour.
Thanks for sharing your thoughts about your MG ZS 1.5 liter and for this drive. And for the viewers of this video, thanks for watching, and subscribe for more useful videos.